So let's start with the practical discussion. And the very first topic is computation of interest on capital. Remember that interest on capital is a debit item to be recorded in profit and loss appropriation account. It is recorded in the debit side of profit and loss appropriation account. So the formula used is sum of product into rate upon 100 into 1 by 12. Sum of product into rate upon 100 into 1 by 12. And to understand this computation, let's take a numerical. Say Mr. X, one of the partner, introduced money as under on various dates. Say 1st April 17, rupees 1 lakh. 1st July 17, again he introduced rupees 2 lakh. On say 31st December 17, he introduced rupees 50,000. And again on 1st March 18, rupees 20,000. So these were the investments made by him. So now what we have to do, compute interest on capital at the rate of 6% per annum as per our deed as on 31st March 2018. This is most important part, that when we are going to compute our interest on capital. So now I'm going to solve this particular question. Before that, I'm just asking you to please write it down so that we could continue with the solution. So now we are starting with its solution, that how we have to present it. So we have to make a table, say date, amount, duration, and write product. Date, amount, duration, and product. First date was 1st April. Amount was rupees 1 lakh. Now the duration is from the date of investment of capital up to the date of computation. And we are going to compute on 31st of March. So what is the time gap between date of investment of capital, that is rupees 1 lakh on 1st April, till the date of computation of interest on capital, that is 31st of March. It's a duration of 12 months. So my product is going to be 12 lakh. Second date was 1st July. Amount was 2 lakh. So from 1st July to 31st March, it comes a duration of 9 months. So 2 lakh into 9, product is going to be 18 lakh. Next date was 31st of December. Since it's 31st of December, we are not going to count December. It's only 3 months. So 50,000 for 3 months, it comes to 1,50,000. And last, it was 1st of March 2018. So 20,000 for a duration of 1 month, it comes to 20,000. So what is our sum of product? 12 lakh plus 18 lakh 30, 31 lakh 50,000. 31,70,000. 31,70,000. Now let's apply the formula. What was our formula? It was sum of product multiplied by rate given in the question upon 100 into 1 by 12. So 317 into 6 upon 100 into 1 by 12, and this is going to be our interest on capital. You please compute. Answer is 15850. 15850. This is our interest on capital. Please note the solution and then we'll discuss it again. Note it down, please. Now we have to discuss treatment of interest on capital. Interest on capital can be treated as an appropriation out of profit. Or as charge against profit. When it is treated as appropriation of profit, it means interest was a part of profit. It was a part of profit. So in this case, total interest paid to all partners cannot exceed profit. For example, say interest on capital of A and B. There were two partners. Say it was 15,000 and 25,000. So the total interest payable was 40,000. And profit and loss account shows a balance of profit of rupees 30,000. So total interest payable was 40,000, whereas profit available was 30,000. If it is an appropriation out of profit, what we learned that total interest, that is 40,000, cannot exceed profit, that is 30,000. So here we are not going to pay 40,000 to the partners, we are going to pay interest of 30,000. Instead of 40,000, we are just going to give them 30,000. And what is going to be the ratio in their capital ratio? We'll divide this 30,000 among A and B in their respective capital ratio. And if interest on capital is treated as a charge against profit, means we always considered it as an expense. Here, total interest paid to all partners can exceed profit. And if I continue with the same example, when total interest on capital of both the partners amounted to 40,000 and profit available was only 30,000, still will pay interest of 40,000, and now there will be a loss in firm of rupees 10,000. See, you have a profit of 30,000, still you are paying 40,000 to the partners. There will be a loss of 10,000 which they will bear in their profit sharing ratio. This will be borne by them in their profit sharing ratio. So this is the concept, and now we have to do a numerical in our class so that to understand this concept. But first please note it down.